Hi guys, it's great to have you and welcome to this small discussion that we're going to be having on aviation safety and aircraft maintenance. With the recent plane crashes in USA, I would like to know from you guys what actually happened.
So what happened is what I got the information this was a collision between the aircraft, the American aircraft, and the helicopter. That is an army helicopter.
Yes.
So there was a miscommunication. So there was I think there was a miscommunication between this. Exactly. So they have given the information, an aircraft is coming.
Yeah, they asked them also to go around that.
Yeah, but what happened is they miscommunicate because of that they judged another aircraft. So they thought this is that aircraft that it is given the information. So
It's a busy area.
Yeah, it's a busy aircraft. Multiple aircraft is coming. That they happened.
Ask you how important is aircraft maintenance in preventing accidents?
There are different sectors. When you're coming to an aircraft, there are different sectors like quality, communication, maintenance.
Yes.
There are different sectors are there. In that sectors, almost 75% of these errors is coming from human error. That is we people, that is the maintenance people are doing direct contact with this aircraft. So we are responsible for that. So that is under study and we are doing our own researches and the technology is updated that much so that we can find out the errors, we can clarify, and this type of accidents very rarely happen.
Yeah.
So that should be controlled. So anything like it is directly coming to the economical factors, safety, many parameters are there.
From the first accidents happened in the late
Exactly.
80s and late 70s by developing the quality procedure, the safety procedures, and even studying more about the human factors.
Yeah, like research people, they will do the investigations and they did the investigation and they found out that value of human factors. And our students have the top module like more have human factor. So they are now conscious about what to do, what not to do, everything. Previously, that incident, 1980s incident, that was a very shocking incident.
Exactly.
Okay, so that incident happened. So now it's changed. It changed. Now it is 2024. Now technology updated.
Procedures updated. Also the regulations, the rules, everything is updated.
So, as aircraft maintenance engineers, can you share an accident that directly involved you guys as aircraft maintenance engineers?
With the Alaska Airlines in 2000. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I think that was the issue of the screw, okay, the horizontal stabilizer. It was a busy schedule. The schedule was given to them, but because of that heavy traffic systems, everything, what they did, they just skipped. They didn't do the checking.
Yeah, there was like a financial crisis happening.
Exactly. They got pressurized. It's normal.
Exactly. But also, there's some corruption happening because they want to reduce the costs.
Exactly.
Excellent insight, guys. Now, after this particular incident, what are the regulations? Like, what actually are the lessons learned and what changed?
The National Transportation Safety Board have found out this investigation and that the information was very shocking, Like after that study, that was the incident happened, the issue of the stabilizer, the acne thread, the thread was not lubricated.
Yeah.
So what they did is they did a drastic check in all the aircraft of this aircraft and they understood that almost 6 to 7, I don't remember the number, almost 6 to 7 aircraft was not fit for flight because they were also having the same issue.
Exactly.
And then only they came to know that they counsel with the staff, they will talk with the other people, everyone, they were too pressurized and everything. Now then came the importance of human factor, the time shifts, how they have to pack, everything. Now the technology changed and the work extraction from one person, it is controlled. There is a board who is monitoring them and they have given the time for doing the meeting.
So, as you guys said, there were a lot of technological changes. Could you explain to us what exactly do you mean?
Actually, you know what? I prefer to start like giving an example for an accident happened in 1989 for United Airlines. There was an aircraft DC. The engine blew up because there was non-proper maintenance for the engine place. This is the engine place. This is the engine plate. There was a crack in this plate, there was a crack in the plate, and they didn't discover that crack. And because of the using it one time after time, the stress and the crack is like extended to the whole plate, causing separation of the cracking of the plate and sucked inside the engine. After that, what happened? The engine exploded, and also the hydraulic lines was near that area, which causes like the damage to the hydraulic line, drain all the oil, and make everything is very difficult to.
Now the technology has grown, like it is booming, and we have some of the things like boroscope. You know that boroscope we
Yeah,
are
yeah,
using,
yeah.
and in the workshop also we are using
Yeah,
the
used
boroscope.
for,
Exactly. So I will just talk about this is a boroscope. Like you can see, this is a boroscope. Here, you people can see this is a boroscope. We can just these are the wires, and we can just see this is a display. So here you can see the display. We can and this wire will be put inside. So here you can see the display.
Because
so
inside the engine,
yeah.
right?
So this thing, this part you can control from here. So here you can see this is moving. Okay, and the sidewise you can see. So nowadays advanced boroscope is there, so that you can identify the thermal detections and it will go 360-degree. So this type here we can see the length of this wire. So only this much. So our students, we are putting inside this engine, we can see the turbine blades, whether there is corrosion is there, any crack is there, something we can put inside, because where we cannot put our hands. So in this type of things, we can identify any cracks or some corrosion is there. So it's a major important thing. Like some corroded area means gradually it's a continuous process.
Exactly.
So nowadays in the airlines, in the hangars everywhere, you can see the higher technological updated boroscope, where you can use for multi-purpose 360-degree, you have lengthy wires. So such type of incidents, like you said, it happened the long years back. So
Exactly.
now
If we have this
Exactly.
technology back days,
Exactly.
we could
So
have
it will be
avoided.
familiar to identify such type of errors, and we can do the maintenance, whatever the levels of checking, we can just certify.
So, guys, how often do commercial aircrafts actually go through major maintenance?
There is a schedule. There will be schedule like A, B, C, and D. So A and B, it is in the line maintenance, like for a little bit short period of time. So A is the basic type. I think A is the basic type.
Basic time,
So it will be like 3 hours. 3 hours. So this is a routine checkup we have to do. Say like that. Like gradually it will go to B, C, D like that. So A and B, A will be like 3 hours.
Yes, a small
B will be
parts.
like B will be done after 6 hours like that. A and B. So basically A and B in the line. And C and D, it will be for a long period of time. For example, you can say C, it will be after 3 years. So 3 years, you have to take it to the hangar, then you have to do the inspection, all the fluid checks, hydraulic lever systems, everything. And D, we are done after long period, like a 6 hours, 6 days, not hours, 6 years. After 6 years,
Yes.
that is the detailed check. So
Detailed
D is very detailed check. D, you have to remove the component.
Exactly.
And we have to check everything, component revenge,
General
hydraulic
stuff.
fluids, we have to everything. Then only we have to give for the certification. So this is like A and B will be this line, and C and D will be the hang.
And this routine maintenance.
Exactly,
There is
exactly.
other type of maintenance called non-routine maintenance. And this is happening, for example, if you have some malfunction in the engine or in the landing gear, and then you have to fix it. It's not mentioned in the schedule, but you have to do it.
Yes,
you
yes.
have to do
It depends upon the task situations. So
Yeah.
this timing, everything it fluctuates. Like what type of aircraft,
Exactly.
and it will be clearly defined.
If-
So
and if it's-
basically, only we can tell. Like,
Yeah,
that's
and
the
if it's
thing.
a big kind of maintenance, you have to take the aircraft inside the hangar. If it's like small issue, you can fix it outside the hangar in the line.
Yeah.
What is the difference between line maintenance and base maintenance?
Actually, the line maintenance is kind of these tasks happen to the aircraft outside the hangar. Normally, it was like small tasks, no major changes in the aircraft. For example, like topping the oil, fuel.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, this kind of small stuff. If there is a minor issue with the landing gear, but the base maintenance is like for the bigger tasks. For example, like a C check or D check, it should be carried out inside the hangar.
Yeah, all the detailed check can be done. All the machinery things, it is there in the hangar, so we cannot take everything here in the hangar.
Yes, absolutely. Because
And
the
it takes
crew-
time.
So, what are the important practices that you guys, as aircraft maintenance engineers, have learned throughout your experience that you pass on to your students?
We have discussed many events. So it's a wide topic. We cannot tell all the things what we are teaching the students in a class, like in a session. We cannot possible.
Yeah.
It is not possible.
Yeah, sure.
So, but I can tell what our experience we got. It is very mandatory that how students are taking their tools. For example, in a workshop,
In the workshops.
they are taking the tools and they have to keep it back the tools at the proper positions.
Exactly.
If it is misplaced, the other guy, like we can see the shift work.
Yeah.
Like the people are coming, they will be like the sleepy heads will be there, so they will not go to the all the list everything. So it's a busy schedule. As we ordered, all the accidents happens. You can see that now it's very busy time. So multiple aircraft, so they won't rely on their memories, no. So what you are doing at daily practices, so it will be reflected back. For example, I can just show. I have taken one bearing here, like here you can see this one. So this is for the study purpose we have in. Here you can see this is called the bearings. So this is the bearings. So here, how storage of this is the bearing. How storage? Here you can see it has multiple balls. You can see these are the bearings. You can see the storage. So actually, it is the threaded one. It have to be stored. It have to be stored like in the horizontal manner. Actually,
yes.
it should be stored like this.
Exactly.
So why? Because if when you are
The
storing
lubricants, not to.
exactly. Actually, we have to clean it well. So when you are taking it out from the engine, you have to clean it well. Like the debris, all the lubricants, all lubricants, oils will be there. So it should be cleaned.
To avoid collision.
Yeah, like it will be sheet will be cleaned with the old oil and new lubricants, oils will be put. It should be kept and it should be stored. It will be for a long period of time.
Absolutely.
And if you are keeping like this,
To drain.
yeah, exactly. This fluids will be collected here.
Yeah.
That means this part will be extra
Good.
lubricated.
Yeah.
It will be too lubricated. I mean, too
lubricated.
oil collection.
Yes.
And here there will be a shortage of oils or lubricants. So
Right.
what happens? Corrosion will happen.
Corrosion
there.
will occur over there.
And another guy is coming. He's suddenly taking this bearing and connecting to this engine. That's gone. Advising our students how to take the tools, how to clean the tools, how to keep the tool, how the tool numbering, everything. This is it.
And not to rely on their memories.
So, have there been cases where good maintenance practices actually prevented a disaster?
There is this one accident, actually it's an incident at this time, for the British Airways 747. There was a volcano nearby the path of the aircraft, and the ashes of that volcano shocked all the.
Yeah.
I remember that
Yeah, yes.
that incident. All four engines went down, but because of the proper maintenance for that engine.
All the engines, yeah.
All the engines like properly
Exactly.
maintained, so it can overcome the shock.
Exactly.
Exactly, and then after that, the
Yeah, I remember they were.
restart.
Yeah, they were able to restart.
Yes. Yeah, can you imagine if there is no proper maintenance for these engines? This would be like
Surely
a huge,
accident.
and it's a huge aircraft, so there are a lot of casualties.
Yeah, that is our job. Like what we are doing. Like we are doing daily basis this type of things. We will find this incident and we will clear it. It will not lead to an accident. That is our job. So that's a fine example. Like,
Yes.
It was a very insightful discussion, guys. Any final thoughts you would like to share?
Like we discussed about like from 1980s to 2024, we have
Long
discussed
time.
for a long time.
Yeah.
So from that studies itself, from that research study itself, we can see how it is growing. And this will be like given to our students. We will direct our students. So how to relate to these things and how the updation is going on. And you know, like the flying taxi is also coming in Dubai. So you can see it is not 1980s, it is 2024. How the technology is growing.
More responsibilities,
Yeah, exactly.
more job opportunities.
Sure, because it's technology is good. We need people and it's going on and the technology is too open like human factor. What is about 1980s? There is no human
No
factor.
human factor
Now
at all.
there is different sectors for that.
For that,
So
and
double
it's a
checking.
main subject in the AME.
Yeah, it's a booming industry. Like you can. Okay, thank you guys.
Thank you guys. See you soon.